Hey, what's going on, guys? Back with another video about Greece's geography. We talked about part one on Monday. This is going to be part two of that. On Monday, just to kind of review, we talked about their rugged terrain. We talked about Mount Olympus. We talked about how difficult it was to travel through Greece because of that rugged terrain. Today, we're going to talk about how it has an effect on the people that lived in Greece during this time period. And that's what we're going to talk about today in part two of this video. And then as we go through this, you'll do a little bit of work based on their geography and some of the cities and things like that for the rest of this week. And then next week, we'll talk about their government and what their daily life was like in Greece. But to finish up the video, we're going to talk about Greece's population a little bit and their food sources. So let's jump into that. Okay, it says Greece was never able to feed a large population. It is estimated that no more than 2 million people lived in Greece at one time. So Greece did not have a very, very large population. Greece is very small in its country, but it also didn't have a lot of people that lived there. So they never really had a hard time feeding people because they were able to grow enough crops, they were able to have enough food, they were able to trade for enough food to be able to feed all the people that lived there. It says fruits and vegetables could be grown in only a few places. Meat was rare because the country lacked grasslands to feed large herds of cattle or flocks of sheep. The three principal Greek crops were grains, grapes, and olives, so they were able to grow enough, but it's a good thing that they only had a small population, because if they had a larger population, they probably would not have been able to feed everybody that lived there. All right, so ancient Greeks' diet. For breakfast, they had bread dipped in wine. Wine was the main drink. Milk was not drank. That was considered barbaric because they did not believe that eating that was very good. And we talked a little bit about that with the religion in Hinduism. For lunch, they had bread dipped in wine with olives, figs, cheese, or dried fish. Beef was very expensive and rare because they did not have a lot of animals that lived there because of the terrain. And for supper, they had vegetables, fruit, fish, and honey cakes. That was kind of their daily Greek diet that they had for their meals on a daily basis. Greece has a Mediterranean climate. Temperatures are moderate and rain falls only in the winter. So it's pretty warm there year-round, 60, 70, 80 degrees there year-round. And during the wintertime is when they get a lot of rain. The only place they really get snow at is on Mount Olympus. Okay, it says the Greek way of life, at least for men, was an outdoor life. Men spent almost all their leisure time at the agora or marketplace. This is where things were traded. This is where things were made. This is where things were sold. Or at the gymnasium, in political meetings, in the theater, and at civic religious celebrations. All these public events took place outdoors, and this was mostly just for men. Women did not participate in these different events. Okay, and it says across the southern end of the Aegean Sea lies the largest of the Greek islands, Crete. Here an elegant civilization flourished from about 2000 to 1400 BC. Scholars call it Menon after Minos, a legendary king of Crete. So this is going to kind of play a big role in their military, and we're going to talk about how that was used in the next couple of weeks. All right, guys, that is it for the geography of ancient Greece. Just kind of an overview on some of the things that took place there and what it was like to live there. Once again, if you all have any questions, please let me know. You're going to be doing some work with this throughout this week, and then next week we'll talk about their government and their daily life and how they lived there with their military and things like that. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. More than happy to help you out in any way that I can. Shoot me an email. Send me a message on Google Classroom, whatever you need. I hope you guys are doing all right. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a good day, guys. Bye.